Coming soon to a theater near you.
Yo, what's up? What's good, y'all? Yeah, RB, what's up with you?
We back, man. We back.
Listen, I apologize. You know, things got crazy with work. You know, I told myself, I was lying to the people. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do an episode every week. I can do it more consistent now. Zoom. And if you watch episode 20, by the way, this is episode 21 of the Real Ones podcast with your boys, Mr. Marin and RB. If you was listening to episode 20, you watched it, I was tired as hell.
Yeah.
I look back at that episode and it wasn't my best moment. I was just like, I could see it in my eyes, in my voice. I was tired. Towards the end, I couldn't even think of anything to say. I could barely sign off on the show, but we are back. I'm back. I'm in Compton. Back in Compton, which while I was gone, just got this resurgence. Kendrick, shout out to King Kendrick.
Not like us, you know.
Not like us. Oh my! Let me tell you something, man. I tell everybody all the time. When I was in New York when Dipset and the Lox did that, or D Block for some of y'all did the verses at the theater at Madison Square Garden. I was there for that. That was a moment, man. Like it felt like OG New York, like. I remember the week after, I was anywhere I go, people was talking about it. It was like, you know, people going crazy with the memes on socials. That Kendrick pop-out show gave me the same exact feeling. Yeah. I was so, and you know, like I was home. You know, I was in New York. But I wanted to be here so bad. I was like, oh my God, like they having fun. I was like, yo, I know it's lit over there.
Yeah, nah, the pop out. I mean, I didn't go to the pop out.
You were supposed to though. I was
trying to. Man, them tickets sold out so quick, bro. Damn, yeah. I literally got into the Ticketmaster thing 3 hours early. It was already 121,000 people.
Oh my God.
Of me. The stadium only sit 18,000, so I'm like, it's already a wrap.
Jeez.
You know? But yeah, nah, it was, and then the resale was going crazy on it.
Oh yeah, I could imagine.
So, but yeah, nah, I mean, just watching the show on Amazon, they got me a sign up for Amazon Music. God dog it, I can't believe that. But yeah, no, it was cool, man. I love the moment. I love everything Kendrick did. I remember when they were shooting the video, like mad people called me, my mom's, my dad, mad people was like, oh, they filming right down the street. I'm like, oh, man, I want to be there.
Where were you?
I had things going on that day. I just couldn't, you know what I mean? Man. And plus they had already started shutting everything down.
Oh yeah.
The craziest part is that the Tams burgers that DJ Mustard and Kendrick were in front of, that was just, you know, before that video, just a normal hole in the wall kind of burger spot I always go to. Kind of always burnt the sausage a little bit if you went during breakfast. You go there now, like it's always mad packed out, mad lines. They painted a whole Kendrick mural on the side of
Is
the
that
wall.
The one across the street from
Louisiana?
That's it.
That's the Tams right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I know where I gotta go when we wrap up. I gotta go there and get me a Tams burger. But yo, like, yeah, that got crazy, bro. That got so crazy. I was like, and you know, for me, everybody's called me a Drake hater over the years. I don't hate Drake. I think he makes good music. He's just corny.
Yeah.
He's a corny brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now we got here's some of his antics. We got to question that brother part because it's like, you know, I know he half and half, but he be moving like, you know what I mean? He move like he ain't one of us sometimes.
Nah, they're not like us.
Not like us. Right, you know what I'm saying? And everything Kendrick was... Let's go back to the beginning. Kendrick, for years, was always throwing shots at him. 4 years, that BET Hip Hop Awards Cypher.
Yeah.
That was really the more obvious one. And then, you know, he was always, you know, in the songs, he was saying little vague things that about a nondescript rapper or person that was just, you know.
Rappers with a ghostwriter?
Yeah,
what the cap?
Oh, yeah, that one, we knew about that one. Because at that point, the Drake ghostwriter thing was hot news. But when he came out with that Future joint,
like that,
it was blatant. It was like, okay. And I always thought that verse, he was shooting more for Drake. Your boy J. Cole, take a bullet for Drake. he come with that what was his joint that he deleted?
Shooters or something. 7 a.m. shooters.
Something like that. He talking crazy. So I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, excuse me, Cole, this how you feel about Mr. Morale and all that? Here he go on stage. No, I apologize. Which everybody clowned him for.
Right.
Everybody clowned him for, and including me. And I still, you stand 10 toes on it. If you gonna go jump in, stand 10 toes on it. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop,
right? And it's just, I mean, we always thought J. Cole. I like J. Cole.
Yeah. I like him. He put me to sleep.
Yeah, he puts a lot of people to sleep, and this was the moment he could have woke people up. You
know
what I mean?
Exactly.
Like we known he's a top 3 of this generation rapper.
Absolutely.
But he's definitely a strong number 3, and this could have been his moment to level up. But he backed out.
He dropped the ball.
Right.
So now he delete the song. Which one came first after that? It was
Push-Ups from Drake.
That came right after the J. Cole thing?
That came, like a little bit after that,
Push-Ups. Come with push-ups.
Little nice little jab.
Yeah,
it was cute. It was cute.
It was very cute.
Yeah.
Cute little jab. You know what I'm saying? Then he did, when did he did
it Tailor Made Freestyle after that. You know what I mean? That's the AI joint.
Get that out of here, man. Oh, it was genius. Oh, it's chess, not checkers. It's genius. Stop it. That's nasty. And Snoop is nasty for kind of okaying his voice being used in that joint.
Well, I mean, I heard from the streets that Snoop was kind of tight about that. Like,
but I heard he's being diplomatic online.
Yeah, he's trying to be diplomatic because Snoop was on Drake's last album for All the Dogs.
Right,
you know what I mean? So it's like
trash, but go ahead.
It's still trash. Yeah, exactly. But Snoop is about that money. You know what I mean? Snoop
absolutely.
trying to get that feature bread.
He doing the Olympic. He doing all sorts of things.
He's doing the Olympic.
Snoop has never seen a check he didn't like. I'm convinced. Snoop does everything. He's dabbling, and it's so crazy because I remember when Snoop was on trial for murder. So to see him doing this stuff is amazing. Shout out to Snoop. But you say in the street saying he wasn't feeling that.
Yeah. I mean, because like there wasn't even like any okaying kind of situation. He just Drake just did it, and then I think that single handedly pissed off all the West Coast because I remember everybody who I knew was just like, yo, what is this?
And then remember when he's coming out with stuff, everybody's like, yo, do something, Kendrick. Oh, now you quiet now. He did the Family Matters joint. Oh, I was on set. Which, guys, if y'all are paying attention to episode 20, and y'all know we took a little hiatus because I was working in New York on a film.
Come on, give him a round of applause.
You know what I'm saying? Big budget film. Still can't talk about it. I could tell you that I could probably talk about it next year.
Oh, okay.
Probably talk about
because you said something about maybe this year. But,
yeah, because people have like just like us.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna record every week now.
Right.
You get you take too much dip in your chip. You know what I'm saying? And I think the person that told me this is used to quick turnarounds, and he didn't realize that this is a big picture, and you need to roll out a big picture properly. And you can't roll out a big picture properly when your number one already got like about 2 big pictures in the can.
Coming out. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So next year for sure.
Okay.
For sure. We'll talk about it next year.
I'm rubbing my hands.
But if you've been following me, you know. If you've been following, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. But anywho, I was going away for work, and we're shooting in the Bronx, and we're at the big courthouse in the Grand Concourse. And me and a electric dude, this white dude, we was talking about he's cool. He's cool people. He's cool people. Which the set, it wasn't a lot of cool peoples like that, but we gonna talk about that in a little bit. Yeah. He was cool peoples, and he's just like, bro, this is crazy, the Drake Kendrick thing, So Family Matters dropped, and he's just like, yo, he's wild. So now I'm supposed to be locking up, but I'm locking up, but like I'm in an area that's kind of secluded. So I'm like, you know what? Let me play this shit. I listen to Family Matters. I'm like, okay. I noticed immediately he took shots. It was more of a broad. He was taking shots at a lot of people.
Verse 2 was really directed at like everybody.
Yeah, at everybody. Yeah. Verse 1, then he said the stuff about Day Free.
Yeah, and then closing it out with the abuse stuff. You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
Right.
That was crazy. I was shocked because I ain't gonna hold you. I know I don't know them personally, but I know of or heard of a lot of woke, peaceful brothers that are maniacs behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man, if this is true, oh my God. But Wait, did we get Euphoria before
Euphoria was before Family Matters. Yeah.
Yes, we got Euphoria before that. I was on my way to set one day. I ran Euphoria back.
You had to.
So many. It was so good.
That's the best. To me, that's the best song out the whole.
So good. When did 616 drop?
That was right after Euphoria. That was a couple of days after Euphoria.
And he was telling me like, yo, hey, I got this. To be easy.
Right.
Keep the calm down. Let's keep it on wax. And then your boy dropped Family Matters, says all that stuff. And I was like, whoa. And I'm thinking to myself, damn.
How's Kendrick gonna get up?
How's he gonna get up?
He dropped the video with it.
Yeah.
Put the words on the video for slow people like me, you know what I mean? Read the lyrics like, oh, he said that? Oh, dang. Like,
just crushing the minivan.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot.
Got the wrong van, by the way, but you know.
Oh, see, I didn't even pay attention to that detail. He's doing all of that. Had the G-Unit chain, which was odd. Right. Which Drake, we gonna get to why I think this is odd.
Right. Cut to one more thing. He cut to the close up of the Michael Jackson toy right as he said,
"You right about fuck the big three. It's only Big D in this video proof."
He said
Me
that.
Tape. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, listen, I have some hardcore Drake fans in my friend group, and they argue vociferously, and I have to argue vociferously back. So.
Were those brothers at the brunch we went to?
Yeah.
I could tell they're hardcore Drake fans. Drake fan, hardcore Drake fans got a sheen to him, a look to him. One of them that I work with, one of my good guys, Leon. Shout out to my guy Leon. Is one of the PAs I was working with on this film. He's a hardcore Drake fan too. So yeah. I can tell.
Right.
I can tell. They're a little bit. They're more moisturized. You know what I'm saying? They're clean, a little bit more moisturized.
Some curly hair.
Curly hair. I mean? Yeah. Absolutely curly hair.
Good wearing, good looking clothes, but they start talking to him, and it's like just talking in circles. You know.
Yeah. So he's doing that. I'm like, damn, how's he going to respond to this? Meet the Grams drop. Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
I am a sicko.
Yeah.
I love dark, sick shit. Meet the Grams was so good. I like that is like, I love that. You lied about this. You lied. And the menacing, ominous, you lied. It's just like, woo! It's like, yeah, it's some Tales from the Hood type stuff. It's like, yo, he was going off. And then he said the stuff about the daughter, which allegedly is a planted story, but some people are saying that there's some traction with that.
Yeah, again, from what I heard from, the streets, like
street said
apparently there's a different type situation going on. But I'm very I don't know what the truth is or what the reality is. I just know Meet the Grams is like a phenomenal song.
Incredible.
Like, the whole idea of writing a diss song that's like letters to everybody in your family, like
each verse. And you know what? That's okay. Let's say the daughter thing is fake. Take out that verse.
Right. You still got 5 minutes.
It's still fire. He's talking crazy. He's still talking. And Kendrick is just, Alchemist beat, by the way, that ominous sounded. That's Alchemist. Shout out to Alchemist, hip hop legend. Drake's gonna hit you with the trap drums, a little cute stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody say. Oh, Kendrick don't have a bop. I need I need a diss record I could play in the club. Like whatever. Like that's a new criteria now because I need a diss record I could play in the club. Whatever. You could hear what he's saying. His message is very concise. Precise, just like yo. And it's just like, and for me, everybody call me a Drake hater because I'm very observant. I watch people. And I don't say nothing, and I just read them. And Drake's behavior in the past, I don't know how many years he's been around, it's always been sus to me. Certain things that he do, I'm like, how is this person getting canceled for that? But he don't. You know what I'm saying? I was doing that a lot with Drake because I was just paying attention to him. And then especially when he started buying hip-hop,
like memorabilia and stuff. He just bought Tupac's BMW.
See what I'm saying? Like you buying hip hop memorabilia.
He showed off the Tupac ring in the video.
Yes, it's very much giving off. I'm a collector. Like remember Killmonger in Black Panther when he checked the white woman. That was very much a colonizer shit. Like it's very much giving that off. You and then we call him. If you talk about him online, we call him corporate Drizzy. Some of the moves he do behind the scenes, it's just very much like. Are you really for the culture, or is this pop shit just taking you to a different plateau where you don't even really identify with us, but you just you hear though? You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of hip hop gave Drake a pass because there's this whole narrative of the Drake stimulus package. Like, if Drake featured on a song, it would instantly go number one.
Which
the artist would blow up.
I would counter that with, I think Drake is buying time by latching on to Sexy Red, latching on to all these hot acts.
Right.
Because in hip hop, unfortunately, you age out. You know, after a while, you're gonna have to start making adult contemporary hip hop. Shout out to Common, Pete Rock. They just dropped a project. Jay-Z's 444, which I always thought was really adult contemporary hip hop. Like whenever young boys is like, oh, you always talk about Jay-Z. Give me a Jay-Z album. Should I listen to 444? No, because it's not. You're not going to identify with it. Like they're just not going
It's
to.
grown man rap.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to have a 401k to listen to it. Yeah, you could be funny if you want to. I'm telling you, at 19, 20 years old, you're not going to want to hear Jay-Z talk about legacy and family values or whatever he's talking about in that. So it is what it is. And I think Drake is approaching that age, which he's just a couple years older than me. In hip hop years, that's old. There's but so much music you can make when you're like 40 talking about the same stuff.
Right.
Then you'll be Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Making music for 14-year-old girls and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he's latching on to people, and that's what's making him hot. And you know, I watch Drake, so a lot of the stuff Kendrick is saying, and now everybody's vouching for it because Kendrick is saying it, of course. But I'm like, finally, like all the people that called me a hater, that said, "Oh, John, you just talking nonsense. Oh, you always got." Everything he's saying is just hitting, because
it's really hitting, because for a long time online, if you talk negative about Drake, you came off as like an incel. You didn't like women. You know, you just,
which is crazy. I could argue he don't like women.
Right. That's what Kendrick. You know,
I could argue that he don't like women. You know what I'm saying?
When I see you standing next Sexy Red, all I see is two bad
bitches.
I love that. The Kendrick line, what he said, your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die.
Woo! I was like, oh my God. My Lord. That hate is deep. That's good hate.
I hate the way
and it's
you
okay.
walk,
You know what? Let me stop putting, let's take away the negative connotation from hate. It's okay to hate some people. It's A-okay to hate some people. Because there's just some people that would never cross certain thresholds with me again. You know, we were good until we are not good anymore. So it's okay to hate. And it's like, it's not hate in the sense of I'm gonna let that drive me, but it's like, if I see you and I gotta tell you how I feel about you, I'm gonna be dirty with it. I'm gonna be nasty. I'm gonna tell you exactly where you should go.
Give him that Ice Cube face.
Yeah,
like that, brother,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna tell you where you should go and how you should get there.
Right.
Hence why Kendrick like, he think people like him should die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I hear that. No, it's okay. That's good. Hey, get that out.
Yeah.
And which one is that? Euphoria, where he said Haley Joel Osteen.
Oh yeah, Haley Joel Osteen. Yeah.
Kendrick was so mad that he fucked up the reference.
Hey, look, I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it.
At least you know he wrote it himself.
Yeah,
like,
get it out, brother. Get it out. It's okay. Take your time. Get it out.
No, and then he didn't even fix the bar during the pop out show. He's just like, no,
good.
I'm
Keep
just
it.
rocking
Yeah,
with
keep it. That's how you know that's real hate caught documented. Like, I hate you so much. I'm just rambling now. I might get my facts wrong, but fuck it.
A couple movie references that I appreciate.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, shout out to him for that. But then you know the conversation was, he don't even, you know, Drake stands. He don't even have a bop I can twerk to in the club. And this is a man saying that, by the way. He don't have nothing I can shake my ass to in the club. Like anybody goes to clubs in 2024. In the club, I want to shake my ass and pop my ass to he gave us Not Like Us.
Not Like Us.
When I heard it, immediately I said, oh, Kendrick likes to act like he ain't online. He's listening to Not Like Us.
Yeah.
He's listening.
Oh, yeah.
He knew exactly what we wanted. He tapped mustard for that. And man, I think we got an all-time record.
Oh yeah.
For sure, an all-time record. Shout out to Kendrick. Let's give some applause to Kendrick for that. Shout out to Kendrick, because that pop-out was a funeral. It was a beautiful funeral service. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the genius, his entire playlist was comprised of songs where he was taking shots at this man. I love it. And you know what's crazy? I was talking to my brother. I was watching it with my brother. That was July 4th.
The pop-out was Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Right,
That's right. My bad. Juneteenth. Even better. I went to a Juneteenth little rooftop situation with some black folk, and I got home And I told my brother right before, because my brother was watching it, but that's when they had like the LA acts going on, which my brother knows more of. I'm not a big LA hip hop guy, so it's like, especially new LA hip hop. So my brother's like, oh, that's this person, that's and he's loving it. And it was dope. It was dope. And I was like, man, I hope Kendrick don't come on stage trying to be the bigger person. I hope he don't just use this. Oh, this is just my regular concert. I'm not even going to reference that anymore.
Right.
And then for him to start with Euphoria. And then he dedicate the whole set to getting at him. And then that Not Like Us, man.
5 times.
Oh my God. And that was beautiful. It was so beautiful to see him bring together Blood, Crips, and just because I tell people all the time in New York, like, y'all gang shit is like, oh, I'm gonna wear red beads and wear a red shirt, and I'm a Blood, I'm gonna wear black and red Jordans, I'm a Blood, oh, I'm a Crip, I'm gonna wear some white and blue Air Forces, and I'm gonna wear a blue shirt. No, the gang culture out here is deep, it's for real, generational. Great grandma's a Crip, grandpa's a Blood. Might be in the same family, that might be a problem at the family reunion. But Thanksgiving table might get kind of crazy. But there's OGs that are gang members, and because gangs was really started to help the community. Crack and a bunch of other things happened.
Yeah, it devolved what the original intent was gangs were.
And it went left. So it's real out here. Certain streets, certain sets, they can't be in the same vicinity. Yeah.
There's certain blocks that right across from each other that are complete opposing, kind of situations.
So the fact that he united all of that on stage, it was like, oh, this is beautiful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that all the other supporting acts, they was letting like, I rock with Kendrick. YG. Drake gonna go drop YG's name in the song, and YG was like, yo, like, I'm here with, this is my brother. I'm here with him.
Right. DeMar DeRozan, who, was Drake's friend,
hold on, time out. DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook, they are so lucky David Stern is dead. David Stern would have had a field day suspending them Negroes. He on stage, Crip walking. David Stern. You ever see the thing of David Stern drinking water and he like chokes? I said that was David Stern in heaven watching this. He would have. Oh, if he wanted to shelve Allen Iverson for wearing streetwear and rapping, just imagine how he would react to DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook. So like it was beautiful to see, man. And shout out to one of the Cam dudes, Abby Shola. He's from Brooklyn, moved out here to LA. He ended up getting picked up by Kendrick's team and went on tour with him. He was on stage shooting that.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Dope. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was so dope. But brother, I think he's from East New York. East New York, from the towns, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He was working on that. It was just incredible to see, man. It was incredible to see. And I just knew Compton was up. LA, but Compton I knew was up after that.
We up. I mean, people were still riding around. I was just riding what the other day I heard 2 people bumping Not Like Us.
Hey, it's hard.
Right.
And kids love it.
Yeah. Oh, the little kids really love it.
Love it. My daughter knows that joint front to back. A minor and all that stuff. Seeing Northwest do the A minor, that's like, yo, the kids love this joint. Like, this is crazy. My son, my 2-year-old son likes the song.
Right. Hey, look, and it's teaching kids like stay away from
keep the family away. That was another
LeBron, keep the family
away.
That's
another great bar I love to Meet the Grams. Keep the family away. It's like, yo, because again, a lot of this stuff have traction. I'm not saying Drake is a pedophile. Not saying that. But he has said and did things in the past that I again, in observing, I thought was weird.
Yeah. Anybody would think it's
Millie
weird.
Bobby Brown is 14 years old at the time.
Yeah, right.
He texts me, I miss you. And excuse me?
Right. Very, very suspect. Him hanging out with that model who was like 17 or something. Like,
and let's be real. Let's keep it 100. These celebrities, you know what I'm saying, they get to a certain status and they feel like they're untouchable and they can just, I'm gonna pull these girls, that girl, I know somebody has gone to a Drake party And they told me they had to go through like 3 or 4 rounds of security to get in. And I understand NDAs, I understand privacy, but what are you hiding? That somebody has to give their thumbprint to get into a party. Swear to God.
ID for everything on you. Yeah.
And he told me when he got in there, he was like, yo, there's a lot. It was like a who's who of IG joints just looking, eyes wide open, looking to get chose.
Yo,
like he told me, he was like, it was crazy. He was like, yo, they were just like, you know, because at that point they're like, oh, everybody in here is a baller. Everybody in here could save me. Save me. Just, you know, but you know what I'm saying? And another party I know somebody's been to, another guy that fell from grace while I was gone.
Oh, did he?
Diddy. Yeah. I know somebody's been to the Diddy party.
Oh, really?
Not the freak off. Not the freak offs.
In the 50-foot bed?
No, not the freak offs. But he did tell me he had to give up his phone. And he was like, Diddy parties with his kids. And he was like, it was very weird.
Yo.
Yeah, he was like, Diddy parties with his kids, like hardcore parties. Like, it was very
drinking
odd.
And stuff?
Yeah, he's like, it was very odd to see, but he didn't stay for the late night.
Yeah,
the freak offs and the.
Yeah, I heard if you like leave, you have to leave like at 8 or 9, and then like.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, son, you gotta get up. Hey, you got till 8 or 9 o'clock. Get up out of here, please. Get low. Diddy about to come out wilding. You know,
if you hear why Jimmy Fallon's on TV, like
imagine that. That shit cute.
Yeah,
like, is that the late night? That's tonight's show's about to start. Oh, yo, I'm out, yo. I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all be safe. I'm out, son. Oh, where you going? Nah, son, I'm good. I gotta go. That's crazy. You see Questlove on the drums, you gotta go. Let me get me up out of here. You know, but yeah, man, it's been interesting since I've been gone, man. Yeah. Like I said, man, I ain't gonna front like that. They not like us. Had me missing LA a little bit. I was like, damn, I wanted to come out. What have you been watching?
Dude, in terms of watching content, oh man, my phone's over there. I literally forgot. I had a whole notes thing based on my phone. But yeah, I watched a bunch of movies. Man, you know I be watching.
Oh, yeah.
Since the last time we spoke, I watched Civil War, Monkey Man, Abigail, Challengers. What's the Ministry of Gentlemanly Warfare?
Okay.
Boy Kills World. A bunch of
Boy Kills World is the one with the person's like mute.
Yeah, he's mute, but he's like talking in his head. He's
and that's like a narration. How was that?
That was fire. That was really fire, really fun. I mean, this, it's like, for one, it's like white Africans. So it's like, them South Africans, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's the part that you kind of roll your eyes at a little bit.
Yeah.
But the actual story itself, like, was fun and it was energetic and like the action was incredible. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I like that one.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of movies. The most recent one, of course, Bad Boys, we got to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. And
Bad Boys just came out digitally, too.
Oh, it did just come out digitally. Okay, word. And I did a review for Bad Boys on my channel, and then I have a Bad Boys 3 Blu-ray that I'm giving away. All you gotta do is comment on that Bad Boys 4 review, and you gotta still book for Bad Boys 3 coming your way. But yeah, and then Jesus, man, I watched so much stuff. Just saw Twisters. Just saw.
I might want to see that. I stayed away from Twisters because I didn't see Twister.
Me neither.
I didn't see Twister, and I was very much outside when it came out. But I remember that summer of '96, it was Independence Day. That was the one. That was the one everybody wanted to see. That was the Will Smith breakthrough role. He was big on TV. For those that, for some context, those that are not old enough to really understand the weight of Will Smith, because I'm starting to realize that that's a new thing. There's people that didn't even know he made music.
Really?
Yes.
Wild.
There's Gen Zers out here that didn't even know he made music.
Rappers first, yeah.
Yeah. So, Will Smith, big rapper, blew up when he did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on TV. He was there till 96.
Yeah.
And then he transitioned. I mean, he did a film. He did 6 Degrees of Separation. With Donald Sutherland, R.I.P. Donald Sutherland. And
right.
Oh God, what's her name? Channing. I don't want to mess up the name.
Yeah.
Stocking. Something.
She was a Broadway star.
Yes. And he was in that. He played a gay man.
Yeah.
Which was kind of.
But he never actually kissed the dude on camera.
Yeah,
you watched the scene. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was not off that. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. Homophobia is crazy
because you just see him cut to the back of Will's head. Yeah. It's like clearly a different person.
Yeah, homophobia is crazy because it's like yeah, I'm gonna take this role from a gay person, but I ain't kissing nobody. You know what I'm saying? Which, brothers, come on now. Either you're in or you're out. Which one? But it was, and then he was in Made in America, Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson, infamous couple that did a roast.
Right.
Where Ted Danson was in blackface and Whoopi co-signed it. I love Whoopi, but that's not her best moment. That was crazy. I don't even know if there's footage of it, but there's definitely pictures.
Right.
And I heard that there was some prominent black people in the crowd that was kind of like
excited about it.
Yeah, that was bad. But that's when they had their little romance going on. So they did the film. Nia Long was in that too. Then he does Independence Day in '96, man. And that joint, like, I remember the hype for Independence Day. Also, of note, it's an original film.
Yeah.
It wasn't some big IP. We're so far gone from these times. It's crazy to think, like, there was a point in time where, like, original films was like shattering the box office. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of those that they pushed heavy. I had all the toys. I remember I had my auntie Alicia, who died in February, R.I.P. She came to my crib in the Bronx and asked us what we wanted for Christmas. And my auntie Alicia, I think I talked about it in the Soul Food episode. Vanessa Williams, Nia Long, and Vivica all remind me of my mom and her sisters. My mom was 100% Vivica. My aunt Mandy, who I just call Mandy because she was the youngest sister. She was the young homie when I was a kid. She is Nia Long all the way. Wild spirit, young, just. And my aunt Alicia was 100% Vanessa Williams. Very like not stuck up. I don't want to say stuck up, but it was just very like, she's the oldest, so she's just like, certain things is beneath her. She wasn't with certain things. She's very matter of factly. And I remember when I wrote my Christmas list, I put I didn't spell Independence Day correct. I spelled it Independence Day. And this woman read the list out loud because she made it a thing to read the list out loud, everybody's list. And every Independence Day toy I asked for, she kept saying, Independence Day this, Independence Day that, Independence. And that was the moment I was like, oh, I think I spelled that shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? That was Auntie Alicia. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I just remember that hype. My grandmother worked the Cineplex Odeon at the time. They was in New York. They got bought out by AMC, and like they're in Canada now. And the Independence Day, the Cineplex Odeon chain, they were doing 24-hour showings of Independence Day. So my grandmother, I remember when she went to work, she was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh,
and I was just kind of like, huh?
What?
And she was like, yeah, I got to work. We have around the clock for Independence Day.
Wow.
And she was like, there was people showing up all hours of the night to watch that movie.
Crazy.
So, so it's like, that was my thing in 96. Twister wasn't. Like, Twister, again, this is when films were like pop culture moments. Like,
right. That was also an original movie too.
Another original film that was huge. And I remember you could not be alive 96, 97 without seeing that image of the cow going in the tornado. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, they spoofed it to death. You know what I'm saying? And I remember seeing it, and I remember it coming on pay-per-view. And my babysitter at the time, she had illegal cable. So things would run on pay-per-view all day. And I just never sat down to watch it. I don't know. I was also, I don't know. I didn't see any black people in it.
Yeah, nah.
And I think that was what made me kind of fall back. I was a very pro-black little kid. I was like, I don't see no black people, I ain't watching it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that happened, and I missed it.
Yeah, nah. And then, to be fair, the new one isn't that much different. You know what I mean? Okay. There's only one brother in there, and he's kind of like a blink you miss it kind of situation. Okay. It's a very country hometown kind of.
But Anthony Ramos is in it.
Anthony Ramos.
I'll give him a pass.
True. That is true. Yeah, he is. He's prominent in it too. He has a good role. So he's great, and but it's a very country home down. Like, they promoting the movie, they went out to a Luke Combs concert and like shotgun some beers. That's the kind of promo they're doing for this movie. Yeah. But I will say though, very impressive blockbuster. Like, it's a very good action movie. Like, see that, it's cool. And then I didn't see the first Twisters at all, like same before it. Yeah. But I like Twisters so much, I went and saw the first one just on Max, just off the strip for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I like the original, but this one was really cool. It's stupid, it's dumb, you know what I mean?
Listen,
tornado movie.
Yeah. Listen,
you know what I mean?
And that's another thing, man. I know what it is.
Right.
It's a movie about tornado. I just know to turn my brain off and go into the film. And,
right.
You know, there's movies I know to do that with. You know.
Yeah, it is just a very like it's a very loosey goosey like fun type of movie. I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but there's a part where like they're like, oh, let's go escape in the movie theater, and then it's like, oh, this is very cute. Like, this is very like little homage-y kind of like. Okay. It's like it's like a traditional action blockbuster, but it's like and very country home down too. But it's also a little fun and it's a little self-aware. You know what I mean?
I like that. You know, I was driving by the Chinese theater the other day and I seen that they were showing it there and I was like, oh man, I should go see it. My boy, shout out to Corey, who was a guest on the show.
Right.
He's from Texas and he's like, yo, I have my fear of tornadoes and stuff. And he's like, but I love Twister. And he went to go see. He wore his cowboy hat with the Texas pin on it.
Yeah.
You know, down home, brother. You know what I'm saying? He went to go see it like that. And he told me, he was like, at last time I spoke to him, he saw it 3 times.
Really? Yeah. The new one?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
So
it's fun. It's really good.
He told me I should go check it out. You know what? I might do that. But the thing is, I got to go to Chinese theater quick because they're about to get Deadpool.
Yeah. That's why I was like, let me see this now.
Are you going to see that tomorrow?
I'm going to see it. Yeah, probably tomorrow night. I'm going to Comic-Con Friday morning. So yeah.
Where's it at?
San Diego Comic-Con.
Nice.
It actually started today. Technically, today's Wednesday.
Okay.
But then you know, I'm probably missing. I'm missing Wednesday. I'm missing Thursday. Probably gonna show up Friday, and then you know, doing coverage for Geeks of Color. So make sure y'all follow Geeks of Color.
Nice.
Stuff like that, social media and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Hopefully. I'm excited to see what the announcements are. I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. I have heard mixed things though. I ain't gonna lie. Like
you know,
I've heard some people raving about it, and I hear some of the real critics like
that's okay. When I get there, I'll make the decision for myself.
Yeah,
when
true.
I get there. That's all right. That's
really what matters.
I got my ticket for tomorrow. I was actually when I was on set, I was doing bells, and I was trying to order a ticket through AMC, and it was giving me problems, and it gave me so much problems. I was like focused on it. I was like, mind you, I got the surveillance in my ear, and I didn't hear when they called rehearsal, and I missed the bell.
Oh, damn.
I missed the bell because I was just in my
trying
phone,
to get right.
You know, but I locked it in because another thing, you know, spoilers are getting out there now.
Oh yeah.
Marvel allegedly says that they planted fake stuff. Sure.
Right.
They just want your ass to go see the movie. You know, but spoilers is getting out there and you know, people are stupid on the internet. They can't help themselves.
Right.
You remember when Reggie Bush like retweeted a spoiler from like Endgame or something like that? Or either he said something like it's like, oh man, I can't believe Tony Stark is dead. It's just like, everybody's like, yo, like
why,
we didn't see the movie
same
yet.
Weekend.
Yeah, like I have a hard rule. Monday we could talk about it.
Right.
You motherfuckers had a chance to see it all weekend. Monday we could talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he tweeted that out like on a Thursday night or Friday.
Oh, nah, right
like
after.
Damn.
Yeah,
so you know,
crazy.
I'm trying to stay off the internet and I definitely want to catch it before people start. You know when they do those spoilers without context stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hate that.
I hate
because
that.
See, brothers like us is intelligent. We know what they're getting at. You know what I'm saying? So they just doing it for stupid people. We're like, yo, you are giving me the movie. Like, calm down. You know, so I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow. I got my ticket already.
Did you see Furiosa?
Yes.
How'd you feel about that one?
I know you was kind of like
I was a little in the middle on it.
You was in the middle. I like Furiosa. It's not Fury Road.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Like one of the greatest action films of all time.
Yeah.
Furiosa was very good though. Very, very good. It was strong. I loved Anya Taylor-Joy in the role. I think she did it. It was very good. It was very high octane action. Yeah. It gave me exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, it was good.
It gave me exactly what I wanted. I hate the fact that it bombed.
Yeah, I
hate that.
It kind of opened up the summer, you know. That was one of the first ones out the summer. That and Fall Guy both kind of flopped coming out. Like, kind of in a bad spot. I thought it was cool. I love the RC part of it. You know what I mean? I love the art. I love the way it was shot. I love the imagery.
Oh, like, you know, that's how we watch our films.
Right.
We can't help but focus on that. Like, you know, that was probably the best thing to me, just the way the shots was put together and like edited and color, you know what I mean? The way color was graded, all that shit. I was like, yo, I love filmmaking. So I loved every bit of that part. You know what I'm saying? It was a good film, and the way it seamlessly went into Fury Road, in my opinion.
Yeah. I probably could have not used the whole like flash forward, like showing you the summary of Fury.
Okay.
It kind of actually kind of was a little bit tight about that because like I was trying to do something weird where I was gonna try to show my girlfriend Furiosa first and then Fury Road like after thing. But then they kind of just showed all of Fury Road at the end of Furiosa. So I'm like, I guess like we can't go back and watch Fury Road. But also too, I guess that's just also my thing of it too is just I think I may have preferred the story going forward instead of like recapping Furiosa's story like so much. You know what I mean? It was so long too, man. It was like 2 hours and 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would think if it was a little shorter, I probably would have liked it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. I get that. I enjoyed it. So, you know what I mean? But the incels, you know, they...
Yeah, well, they hate it for other reasons. You know what I mean?
It's a woman lead. Get over yourself, dog. Like, how do you hate women that much that you just
won't watch the movie?
You can't watch a movie. Like, you got the woman as a lead. Oh, this is woke.
God forbid they're Star Wars fans.
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch The Acolyte because I am burnt out with Star Wars. I am trying to. I'm gonna be, and I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but it just got to the point where it was like, all right, like I could take a break from it.
Yeah. What I will say is, you know, watch The Acolyte on First Cut. Me and Andres, we do reactions to it. You know, every week on Sabak the Block. You know, and shout out my boy Andres. He's very positive on it. He loves everything Star Wars. Like, he can make, you know, dog crap and he'll like it. You know what I mean? The show is very interesting because, objectively speaking, as a film critic, it's not very good. You know what I mean? It's kind of in the middle. It's an interesting story. There's a good mystery at the heart of it. But I think, you know, just knowing like how the industry works, I'm pretty sure they wrote this like pre-strike or tried to write it, like hurry up and write it before the strike and just didn't have time to like rewrite, revise, like get into it because it feels like a really good concept and some really good stuff like establishing there, but it just doesn't fully answer all those questions.
I can see how something would come off like that.
Yeah. I will say I don't like it because, you know, the writing is a little underserved and I think the camera is a little lethargic. Like from time to time, I think it's a little boring. But there are people online who are hating it again for completely different reasons, the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Oh, it's lesbians in space. He got
they got lesbians in
it. Yeah, because
is it hinted or is it like straight up?
It's kind of it's like straight up because the Acolyte, I could kind of talk about like the general plot. They tried to hide it, but you know it's out now. We can talk about it. It's basically about Amanda Steinberg. She's playing two characters. She's playing twins. So then, so then one of them is like on the good side, one of them is on the bad side kind of situation.
Copy.
And they come from like this coven of witches. And their mother, like they have two mothers basically. One of the mothers like sister from Queen and Slim, Jodie Turner Smith, and then
she's in it. Okay,
yeah. And then the other mother is like this white lady. The homeboy who was in Squid Game, the main star of Squid Game, Lee something, I forget his name too. I'm probably gonna edit that part out. This is actually his first English role, and he was learning English like as they were filming and stuff.
Oh shoot!
So it's a really good cast. Like it's a really good setup for sure, and it's like kind of a murder mystery because one of the twins is like trying to murder all these Jedi, and then like, why is she doing it? How is she doing it? Is she working with somebody else? Like, so it's very interesting TV. It just didn't hit the mark on some levels. But then, you know, the piece of crap, you know, Star Wars fandom out there are just dogpiling on it relentlessly, and I just hate it. I hate that we can't be objective about certain things.
And that's another reason why I'm over Star Wars. It's like, I think I told you before, I tried to get online and talk Star Wars on my geek stuff with some Star Wars fans, and they were ignoring me. Like they were like ignoring my contributions to the conversation. Like they were just like, they didn't really want to talk to me about it. And, you know, they're very gatekeepery, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
if you're not a white guy over like 45, then
you're not a white guy over 45, or you're not a white woman that wants to dress like Princess Slave Princess Leia, so they could beat off to you in their freaking mother's basement. Like they don't want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't either one of those, like you're toast.
Right.
So yeah, like they were ignoring me, and I was just like, okay, this is odd. And then, you know, as the stuff was going on, I was seeing, you know, the sister that was in, she played the villain in, oh God.
Oh, I know which one. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Yes.
Yeah.
She played the villain, which was, that was good.
That was a good one.
Really good. She played the villain in that. I seen the backlash she got. Then, you know, I'm going to, you know, again, this is going off, not off topic, but I'm going to buy toys. And the Star Wars toys I want ain't on the shelves, but all the black characters are. Nobody wants to touch them. It looked like they stocked them and nobody touched them. I didn't see a fingerprint on that stuff. So it's a very racist, toxic fan base. And along with all the content, I don't want to say content, excuse me, all of the stuff that they're putting out being a little bit too much for me. The fan base also, if I feel like there's no sense of community, what am I doing this for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if it's a community that you actively have to fight, you know.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't want to be arguing with y'all about something. I think this was dope, cool. I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't want to be arguing with y'all, but then you don't even want to argue with me. You don't even want to talk to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of that just kind of played into where I'm just kind of on Star Wars right now. I guess when they drop another joint in theaters, I'll check it out. But and then also, that too. Like the way that
all these shows,
forget the shows, the way that trilogy ended.
Oh,
I was just like, what was that? That was a train wreck.
Yeah.
Like Disney fumbled big time with that. I came in so excited with The Force Awakens, and just progressively each film got worse, and it was just like to the point where the last film was just fan service from beginning to end, and it's just like, yo, you think I'm that dumb? You know what I'm saying? So I just, I'm giving Star Wars a little break. I'm sticking to the original trilogy. I love collecting the toys and stuff like that, and I'm gonna keep it there. I'm like the old head that stopped watching basketball after Michael Jordan retired.
It just hadn't gotten good.
Yeah, from like 98 they stopped, and they probably checked in 01, 02, but they're like, oh, everybody sucks now. Lil Bum, this and that. Yeah, like, that delusional old head that just like, you don't watch basketball. That's how I am about Star Wars now. I'm just I fell back. It's just like, whatever, y'all can have this. I feel like the Boba Fett show was underwhelming, and that was like my favorite character for aesthetic reasons. I was like, oh, I would tell a dope story just by the way he looked. Like that, it didn't do it for me.
Nah, it ain't there. But I appreciate them trying to take these risks and trying to make interesting stories. And I also appreciate Amanda Steinberg. She put out a diss track against all the people who were hating her on her online.
Real?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'm going viral on Twitter again. Open up the news to find some interesting things. 29 views in a view from 2018 with Trevor the King.
Kind of terrible, but it's kind of atrocious.
Listen, man.
Kendrick did the diss thing, and I get it. Everybody want to come out with this. Yo, one more diss that I gotta I kind of got put to bed. And I know we just spent time, talking about how we don't like Drake. I'm a Drake hater too, for sure. But I heard Childish Gambino got some bars for Drake. I don't know if you heard this.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. He had some bars for Drake. I guess he had a little subliminal diss track on his new album. Hey, let me just say this. I love Donald Glover. I love Donald Glover as an actor,
very talented
writer, producer. I think as a musician, he is better than Drake. As a musician, it comes to making music, for sure. As a rapper, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
He always. This is not the first time he's done this, because when Control came out, he went on stage. He went on stage and was naming people, and he was looking crazy. He was barefoot with no shirt on. He's like, I kill y'all. And he's all hyped like, I kill all y'all. Yeah, Big Sean, sounds great. I kill all y'all. It was just like, It's like, chill, dog. Like, this is not your bag, my boy. Make that hipster hip hop music, dog. Yeah. Like, this is not your bag. Like, he on the music end, I think he has good intentions. It just doesn't come across the best all the time.
Yeah, I love that Awaken My Love album.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Stay Woke, all that. I think, that whole album is great.
That was Redbone, right?
Yeah, Redbone.
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. I'm gonna be real. This Is America was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It didn't age well to me, though.
You know, I might have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah. Just to me, it's just like it's very 28, especially if you're watching 2024.
Yeah,
it feels very 2018.
Okay.
It's like I guess that's the point, but I could go to a whole nother discourse about that song because I was in college and people talked about that song like it was goddamn The Godfather in like 92.
Word?
Like it was like the greatest thing ever
Oh
made.
nah,
Like,
the timeline turned on that. Like when the visuals came out, it was cool, but the timeline turned on that song fairly quick.
yeah.
And that song, like I kind of went up for. I was like, I didn't go up for it, but it was like I see the vision. You know, I think the visuals was very striking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gunning down the choir and
Yeah.
you know he was doing a lot too. You know, but did you see the one with Rihanna, the movie?
Yeah, I did see that too. Yeah, that was
Guava
Island. Yeah, that was cool too.
I watched it, yeah.
It was cool. It was alright.
He died at the end.
Yeah. It felt very like Cuban third wave cinema kind of kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's like, you know, he's very talented. Like I think as an overall artist, you know, I'll take Donald Glover, Childish Gambino any day of the week over Drake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But as a rapper though, because he in his diss song he tries to like take one of Drake's flows and kind of like does his own thing with it.
Oh, now
and it's bad.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, it's bad.
I gotta hear this. I didn't know but that goes to show you nobody's talking about it.
Yeah,
so it's just like, all right, thank you. Anyway, moving along. You know, it's just like nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, not everybody's a Kendrick. Like you kind of, I don't want everybody to start dissing Drake out of nowhere. Thinking they gonna get hot, you know?
I mean, Rick Ross when he was that was funny.
That was a funny diss. Drake,
because Rick Ross is on some schoolyard bully shit. Like he's not serious. He's a white boy. Like you know what I'm saying? You know, like
they didn't have to beat him up like that though.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He tried to lie about it. He's like, I know MMA. He's like the dude. He said the dude that was talking. I know MMA. That was fun. Ross is funny. Yeah. Ross is funny, but no, let's keep the real bars at Kendrick, folks. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's done. Your boy D tapped. Sorry, we're going back into this, but I've been gone. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna go back into it. He tapped out. The Heart Part 6. He tapped out. This was fun. Come on, son. Sucker.
Right.
Sucker. But whatever. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be good. I mean, he has a lot of money.
Yeah, he's a lot of money. He's a pop star. Hey, Mos Def's comments aged like fine wine.
Wait, what did Mos Def say?
Wait, he was like, oh, you know, if I'm shopping for a sweater, I like Drake's music if I'm like shopping at Target or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like very much corporate. They got it on the CD that you hear in the store, you know, whatever. It's true. Like his music is pop, and that's okay. It's okay. But just know that you are not. You tried to bark up the wrong tree. Yeah. You ain't him.
Yeah, nah.
You the boy. You know, you got the hits. You know what I mean? You the boy, but you ain't him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it is very, you know, in LA it's two LAs. Like how they say it's two Americas, it's two LAs, you know what I mean? Because the night Not Like Us dropped, like CPT, The City, all my friends, we was hyped, you know, going up. And then we went out for my boy Breland. He had like his birthday party like that night. So we went to a club in Hollywood. We were like, oh yeah, DJ definitely gonna play Not Like Us. It's gonna go crazy. DJ played all Drake music, bro.
Oh no,
Asian dude. You know what I mean? All respect to Asian people. You know what I mean? But it's like,
but it fits a demographic, if you ask me. Fits the demographic.
Like, bro, this is the biggest song just came out today. You're not playing that?
That's crazy. That's a mislayup right there. You know?
I almost wanted to go up and request it, but you know, the stage was all far. I didn't want to walk, but
and then some of them get funny when you go up requesting stuff. You know? And some DJs were like, "Oh, I don't take requests." Like, you know, I went to a party while I was out in New York, and they was playing. And you know, this is one thing I say about white people: y'all have fun at parties. Like, y'all have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because you could put a rock on the thing. If y'all just find any reason to fake pop lock it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all find any reason to do that, y'all will, just for the sake of having fun, especially when you're on blow. But anywho, I'm at a party and they was playing mad like old school records, like 70s ish, you know,
that disco shit.
Yeah, disco. ABBA. Dancing Queen. You know, that's the white people. They go up for that. It's just a hard song. And I remember he got to this bag, and because my brother's a DJ and I'm around DJs. I am not a DJ, but I can read the room and I know the pockets you could get into when you play certain songs. Because I've had to help one or two DJs in my I've had to. There was a party I went to, similar type of crowd. This one DJ was playing, and I was like, yo, play this after that. He, I was like, yo, follow that up with this. He was looking like the MVP to the point where at the end of the night, he came up to me and was like, yo, thank you. I saved him. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know that I know different pockets. I know where you could go with it. And I asked him to play some records, and he was just like, I don't take requests. I just kept playing his shit. I was like, okay, cool. So it's a good thing you didn't do that, man. Some of them don't play that shit.
They don't do it like that, man. Yeah. But yeah, nah, man. It's crazy though. But shout out Donald Glover. I'm still a big fan of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. While I was gone, because of the hours I was working, I didn't have time. I did have time, but I didn't to watch things like shows and stuff like that, and even the movies. Like I kind of went. Some days I went to the movies like weekends. I went to it if I wasn't tired, right? You know what I'm saying? Because when you waking up 3-4 in the morning to go to work, then because of
5 days, 6 days a week.
Yeah, and then thank God I was working with who I was working with, because he don't do long days. You're not getting a 14-16 hour day out of him. You're getting like a 9-hour day. Oh, and then maybe you could wrap it, depending on your department. When you wrapping out, then it could be like, all right, I did my 11 or 12, or most of the time, no. You know what I'm saying? And especially at a certain time of the year with basketball, I knew that if we started at 6 o'clock, he's gone by 5, because he got to get to the game. And then I'll be there to wrap up or do whatever. And it was always light, but I was tired. I was very tired, and I didn't get to watch X-Men '97. I caught that. I started catching it like a couple weeks ago when I got back. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I didn't see at all. Yeah, that's good. A lot. Quiet on the Set, only because we were talking about it at work. I said, "Oh, let me catch this on a weekend." You know what I'm saying? But I went to the movies on weekends. Though.
What'd you see at the movies?
Oh, I saw Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. So yeah, we got to talk about
dope. Yeah, Civil War was very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of backlash with the visuals and the imagery. A lot of black people being killed in certain situations. I see those people upset about that. I didn't take it that way. I don't know.
I didn't take it that way.
Yeah, but we
I mean, they put a lot of people in bad positions.
In that movie. What's my man's name?
Nick Offerman, the president?
No.
Oh, Jesse Plemons, with the red glasses.
He was good.
He was crazy.
He was scary.
Yeah,
he was like scary. Like that little moment he had in the film. I was like, oh, he's scary. Like that's somebody. And when you get that out of me, like, oh, I don't ever want to come across somebody like this. Like it was just like, oh shoot, it got too real. And then when they showed that pit of
bodies,
I saw kids in there.
That guy,
because when I was able to catch the film, like I seen like somebody took a picture of it, screenshot of it, and I was like looking in the thing. I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm sick like that. I just really want to see. There was kids in there. There was all sorts of stuff. I was like, yo, and I'm just thinking of scenarios like, how many people did he come across, and then he was just doing that too. Like, great, very very good. Kirsten Dunst was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a good film. Who was the young lady?
Casey.
Where's she from?
She was just in Priscilla that came out last year.
Okay.
And then she's going to be in the new Alien Romulus movie that's about to come out.
There you go. Yeah, I knew, like, I don't know about, so she played Priscilla?
She played Priscilla Presley.
I didn't know that.
Recent movie, yeah.
Okay. But she's going to be in Alien Romulus, which I will go see. It comes out on my birthday. I got to go see that. I have to. The last couple Alien films was... Prometheus.
I like Prometheus.
You did?
Yeah. And that one,
yeah. And then the last one with Juicy Smoulier.
Oh, yeah. Alien Covenant.
Yeah. It was, I went to the Alamo to see that. Ate a burger. No. This was when I was in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ate a burger. It was a good burger. But the the film was like, but I do like the team behind it. Fede Alvarez is I that alone, I was like, oh, they're gonna come with it. It's gonna be good. And they said they're trying to make it as practical as possible. I'm down. I'm down.
I feel like that's where the CGI people get lost in the sauce with the alien films. I'm super hyped for that one, man. Yeah, Civil War was fire.
Civil War was good. I saw Abigail.
Abigail was fire too.
Abigail was another film that just kind of fizzled out.
Real quick.
Do you know Abigail, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
That was cool too.
I love the Planet of the Apes films.
Dude.
I love the Planet of the Apes films, especially the last trilogy.
The last trilogy, I loved. So I had loved Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. For some reason, when War of the Planet of the Apes came out, I just didn't see it. And
really,
like I just didn't see it in theaters for some reason.
Do you remember the timeline? Like what was happening on the timeline when that came out?
Nah.
Your boy DeRay, the
DeRay Davis?
Yeah. The Black Lives Matter political activist, quote unquote. Said when the poster came out, there was a monkey wearing a blue vest. And he's like, "Oh, you see how they're trying to do us? Look how they're trying to do me." It's like, bro, stop it, dog. What are you talking about? This is the same guy, folks. If you don't remember DeRay Davis, he's the same brother that was at Ferguson when the whole Mike Brown thing was happening. And he got arrested with the Stay Woke shirt on. And he was on his knees and he's looking directly in the camera with a smirk. It was like a picture perfect. Like, all of the Black Lives Matter activists, man, all of them are phony. Black Lives Matter, the message, yes. The activist that was in the forefront, Sean King.
Right, Sean
King.
But
the Netta chick, all of them are phony, dog. Like, I just feel like it was a check for all of them, which we've seen in the long run. It was. Unfortunately, these MAGAs, they latched onto that, and that just drove their message home because a lot of them got paid off that. They got corporate stuff going on since that.
Speaking gigs and all that.
Yeah, which is fine. The speaking gigs is fine, but there's like, when I seen like, people was getting hit off.
All right. Yeah, they buying $1 million houses.
And off black bodies, like bloodshed. That's crazy. Yeah. But I remember he said that that film was good. Woody Harrelson was really good in that one.
Oh, dude. So that's what it really was. Like, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out. So I remember, and we watched The War. Like, not rewatched it, watched it for the first time. And that movie just blew me away harder than I even anticipated, bro. Like, and they had the apes in chains. They were like whipping them. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They had them in the camps. Like, Wood Harrelson shaving his head like he was a Nazi. I'm like,
he was intense in that film, man. That was good. That was really, really good. And I like the new one. The new
one's cool.
Yeah, the new one, they kind of giving you the new character, giving him some, some story, what I'm saying? They're trying to carve that lane to continue a new trilogy.
Start a new trilogy.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And it's from the Avatar writers too, like the people who wrote like Avatar 2, 3 and stuff like that.
Sense.
So it's like a lot of world building there is trying to
that makes sense.
Set up with that too. So.
Yeah, no, that was good. So I saw that. So Abigail, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, yeah.
Bad Boys, Ride or Die, which I thought was very fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Another film you just take off the brain, just go into it to get some laughs. I am so glad that Martin was featured more in this one.
Yeah,
he was
this last one.
Yeah, because that last one he looked lethargic, tired. He just gravelly. I feel like this one, like Marty Marr is back. He ain't young spry Martin that's just wilding out, but he was back. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, and again, going to the movies. This was the first time in a while that I've had fun at the movies. Like, it was a great communal experience. Like, everybody was screaming, talking to the screen, laughing. It was a fun day. I went during the day. It was a fun day at the movies for Bad Boys.
Yeah. And that, I know you probably saw it with like a lot of black people in your crowd too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for me it was like I just love seeing movies in black theaters with black people like just reacting, cutting up. Yeah.
Because shout out to AMC Lincoln Square. That I've referenced that theater before. That's like the only theater with like a valid IMAX screen. I didn't see this in IMAX though. I don't think they had it in IMAX. But they pull in crowds from the Bronx and Harlem because it's higher up. It's like Upper West Side Manhattan. So you get in the Bronx, you get in Harlem, so that's the crowd that go out there. My mom was very bougie back in the day. So my mom, when she wanted to go to the movies, she made sure we went to Lincoln Square because it was like the joint. Like, you know what I mean? It was a big fancy multiplex. So we went there to go see it. So I went there. I was going there a lot because my brother lives on the one train line, which is easy to get to Lincoln Square. So when I was living in Brooklyn, in East New York, Brooklyn, to get to Lincoln Square was a pain in the ass. Like it was like I take this train to take that train. My brother was on that line. I was there all the time. AMC A-list, you already know. You know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that. One night I was bored. I was watching the NBA Finals, which was a sleeper. Like it was just like
the U.S. Olympics is like 10 times better.
Oh yeah, already.
Finals,
even though the U.S. basketball team look a little sus right now, but whatever. I was bored one night and I went to go see In a Violent Nature.
I didn't see that one. I missed that one.
Yeah.
How was that?
You get what you pay for. Do you know what I'm saying? If those that don't know, In a Violent Nature is very much like, just think of Friday the 13th, the game. It's a first person, account. You're following the killer.
Like from first person point of view.
Yeah, almost first person. Because there's moments where they pull and you get some of the characters. Like this is one scene with the characters in the campfire because he's in a campground. Just think of it like a store brand Jason. You know what I'm saying? Some undead character that they try to give you some exposition here and there about how he came to be. Yeah, and he's just going through and he's killing these people, and it's literally like an hour plus of just grass and leaves.
Really
quiet. He's just clipping people. And the time when you do get characters, the script reads like it was written by AI.
Really?
It's terrible. It's like they're just a waste of. We want to see them get killed. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. It's a very quiet film. You get what you want. Like you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're really getting from that. You're just getting a lot of that stuff. Yeah, a lot of gore. A lot of gore. There's this one wicked scene where like he puts the hook. He pushes his hand through from her back to the stomach. Hand goes through the whole body. Puts the hook on her head. And then pulls the head. Like pulls her
the hook down.
Yeah, to the point where her head is coming through her stomach or like it's torture porn, really. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to see that, cool. That's the movie for you. For me, it was like, okay. I saw it, but I was bored, so I got to see that. Whatever.
It's funny, and I was just telling my mom this the other day. Like, I love the movies. I love going to the movies, and I love my AMC A-list. You know what I mean? And I would normally use it 3 times a week, like if I could. Yeah. But if there was just like 1 or 2 less horror movies per week, like I feel like every week there's like 6 new horror movies.
Horror is up now. Especially what was the last? When did we get Smile and all that stuff?
Smile was 2022 or 2021.
That was 22. Damn.
Yeah. It was
but the horror movies is up right now, which is dope. I've always been a fan of horror films. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the first type of films that I loved before I kind of segued into whatever I like now. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Like it's if you got Shudder, watch it. Yeah, late night if you want to.
Oh, it's on Shudder.
Yeah. I think Shudder produced it.
It's the same thing with like Late Night with the Devil situation.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I more so equate this with Skinamarink.
Oh, okay, I heard of that one. Yeah,
that one.
People said that was super disturbing too.
That's one that you see in like a museum. Like
really?
They don't have it's and I almost paid to go see it. I almost did. It's a good thing I didn't. It's quiet. It's just real. You're just watching a dark room and just little things pop up a little here and there. It's another waste of time. Like if you're in a group of people, y'all want to watch something. If y'all go rent out a cabin and it's already eerie there and you want to all, you got girls with you and joints to be scared. If you want to do that type of setting and watch that in a big screen and it's going to make you feel all creepy when you, cool, but it's not that deep. Right. It really ain't that deep.
Did you see Long Legs though?
No, I want to see that, but I am also annoyed by the way that they're promoting it because they're just like, Nicolas Cage is the scariest looking. This is gonna give you nightmare. Don't tell me how to you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go into it blindly. Yeah. Don't stop like, this one is gonna make you piss your bed at night. It's like, come on, like let me go in. Stop. How you how you setting the stage for me? And then what if I go in and I'm disappointed by it? Yeah. Then I'll be tight. Do you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm gonna be extra tight because you gassed it, and they do that a lot. Let's talk for a bit about promotion of these films. I just heard that there's another. I might have mentioned it before, I might have not. I have a strict rule with trailers. I watch a teaser and the first official. That's it. Because the more trailers you get, when you get to 6-7 trailers now, they're just showing you the whole movie. You know, and I heard that there's a new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer where they're showing you Lady Deadpool.
Oh, the final trailer, yeah.
X-23. Oh, the girl
from Daphne Keane, yeah. Yeah, I literally didn't even touch that trailer. I'm like,
yeah, me neither. It's like, what are you doing? Like, yo, I mean, let's be real. If you've been following this stuff, you knew you was gonna probably see either one of them. But stop giving me. You're just giving me too much. Like, let me go in blind. Let's go back to the days where we were just a strict 2 trailers. If it's a big movie, give it a teaser. Teaser, official trailer. Boom, that's it. Sell the movie in 2 minutes. That's it. You need 7 trailers. Like, I remember the Marvels, they were pretty much showing after like trailer, and I might be exaggerating, 6-7 trailers, but they was basically teasing. The X-Men, which if you ain't see it by now, they're gonna bump into the X-Men. I think Kevin Feige kind of already let it be known that the next wave is gonna be the Mutant Saga.
Yeah.
So like, yo, let us see that. Like, let us go in and see that. But I think Marvel also knew. It's like, yo, ain't nobody coming to see this movie.
Right. Yeah, people, they and it's crazy because there's so many studios that have been doing that. I really pinpointed to Universal, honestly. Like, if you've seen any Universal movie lately, like, all their trailers give away the whole movie. Like, The Fall Guy, a whole movie. Abigail, I don't know if you saw a trailer for that.
I saw one.
Movie was in that trailer.
Yeah, because we knew what's his name from Euphoria was going to die.
Yeah,
he was going to die.
Yeah, they literally showed you that. Yeah. Freaking Kung Fu Panda 4. Nobody cares about Kung Fu Panda 4. They showed the whole movie in that too. But it's just they that's like literally part of Universal's marketing strategy.
That
literally,
sucks.
it's like show as much as you can. You know,
that's trash.
But yeah, I mean, you know, but regarding Longlegs though, I liked it. You are right though; they did overhype especially the Nick Cage part of it.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's it.
But it is very good though. It is
okay.
Despite the slight overhypage, like it's good. Very good.
Okay,
yeah.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
It definitely. I would just say it's not. Like, I don't want to temper your expectations, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say
less.
It's good though.
I'm gonna go in as is, whatever. You know. I ran back X because they put X back out in theaters to prep for MAXXXINE. I ran back X when Pearl, which first of all, X.
Pearl's great.
I love X. I love X. And I realized how good of a movie it was when I saw it again. Pearl, I love. I think Pearl is a masterpiece. Mia Goth is incredible in Pearl. I think she was gypped of an Oscar nomination. I don't think I'm being dramatic in saying that. That monologue, that 8-minute monologue.
Yeah, no cutting at all.
That was incredible. Incredible. So I went into MAXXXINE. And MAXXXINE I was very excited for. And immediately, I can tell it was a bigger budget. It had a sheen to it that was like, we are not grungy A24 indie anymore. We are now a legit production. I think the way it portrayed Hollywood in the 80s, LA in the 80s was perfect. Like, I love that vibe. The film was underwhelming.
Really?
It was good. It was good. I had fun with it. But when you're coming off of X and Pearl, this feels like it's a whole different film. This feels like it's a totally different film. You know what I'm saying? Giancarlo Esposito was really good in it. Mia Goth was good in it, you know, but it was very predictable. I really think it was, I think the ending is really what took a nosedive for me personally. I don't know if any of y'all have seen it. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't. You know what's crazy? Like, I literally have been telling myself, literally all week, like, I'm gonna see it tonight. Because now they only are showing it at like 10 o'clock, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock showings.
Which means it's gonna be out. It's gonna be out digitally soon.
Yeah,
you know?
right. So literally every night this week, I'm like, I'm gonna see it, but I just can't muster. I don't know why. And because you're right, I did love X. X is actually first movie I took to see with my girlfriend. You know
nice.
What I mean? Yeah.
X of all films.
Yeah, right. With the porn star, you see Kid Cudi's dong just hanging in, like, Jesus, what's going on? At the time, I also really liked X, but rewatching, I'm like, yo, this is very scary and very good.
Yeah,
like,
it was really very good. You know what? I could say this. and this is, I give Ty West this. Each film has its own vibe.
Very, very different
Because
vibe.
X is very much a throwback to
slasher,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I definitely got Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes from that one. And then Pearl now,
more of a drama, like
drama character piece. If you're into film, you clearly see the Wizard of Oz influence, you know, just the bright colors, everything is, until the film goes left. And it's like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting real. And then MAXXXINE in itself is a whole, MAXXXINE is not scary.
Really? Oh, really?
Not scary. Very much a detective whodunit thriller, as opposed to the other two films, whereas, you know, X was slasher. Pearl is a mind fuck, because it's like when things are starting to happen, it's like, oh shit, like you're scared of the character, you know what I'm saying? And even that unsettling last, you know, shot where she's smiling hard, you know, I heard that they didn't call cut, like they kind of did that on purpose, smile so hard to the point where she starts and the music just gets real. That was crazy. You know. But MAXXXINE was like, it was a straightforward film. It was just, I mean, it's all Hollywood, but it just felt like a studio film. I know A24 is A24, but now we're starting to see A24 turn into a studio. They're losing their indie charm.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Civil War was like, you know, that was like the first time I was like, this is not an A24 movie. Like, this is a big movie right here. I think the same thing's happening with that Rock movie that they're doing with the Rock Johnson. I heard about that. And
did they do Iron Claw?
They did not do Iron Claw. They I think that was. Oh, they did do Iron Claw. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Iron Claw was amazing. Really, really good. They also did Uncut Gems too. So Uncut
Gems. Whatever happened to her? She fell off.
So as Kanye cut her off, it was
she just she took a nosedive.
Damn.
But yeah, this one MAXXXINE felt different, and like I said, I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was a fun film. It was funny. You know, it was very much a wink and nod to cheesy horror films, you know, the 80s VHS era when shit popped for VHS. It's very much that, because that's one of the films that the character MAXXXINE is trying to get casted in, you know. But that ending, man, it's underwhelming. Very, very predictable. Yeah. When you see it, if you follow the other films and you see it, you're gonna know.
Interesting.
You're gonna know.
I gotta peep it.
And when you peep it, confirm if you know.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
You're gonna know.
Yeah, I do like Ty West though, and I heard Scorsese was still praising this one too.
Oh, really, Scorsese?
Well, Scorsese, when Pearl came out, Scorsese said Ty West was one of the best horror filmmakers.
Listen,
like
man, Scorsese
ever.
knows, man.
Yeah,
he knows. He might not fuck with Marvel, but it's all good. He knows. Scorsese knows, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in the interview he said he also liked MAXXXINE too. But
okay,
like,
it's not a bad film. It's just, it's just. Given how high the bar was raised with Pearl is an incredible, like I said, it's a modern day masterpiece if you ask me. The bar is set high. I think MAXXXINE it definitely goes in order. Pearl, X, MAXXXINE. 100%.
Okay.
For me.
Okay. I feel that. You
know?
Yeah.
It depends on what you like. And then again, I told people to watch Pearl and they was like, the people that I cared about their opinion. I was like, yo, just let you know, this is more of a character thing. Don't go into it expecting more of X. Like, and they got it. It was like, oh, this was interesting. This was different, you know?
Yeah, very different. I do love that. I think, I'm very curious to see, because A24 still does have a few indie movies on their roster coming out this year. And they also have Problemista that I talked about last episode with you. That one just dropped on HBO Max or Max, whatever. So I do think they, they still have their heart somewhere. It's just I know that the bigger swings are definitely going to be, I'm curious to see how those play out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm for MAXXXINE wise. I mean, I can't really think of another like horror franchise, like a new I don't know. I guess there are a lot of new upstart horror franchises, but one that is like so revered by the film bro.
Oh yeah,
because they defend Mia Goth. Like even when those allegations came out about Mia
Goth's
behavior on set,
that got swept smooth under the rug. And you know, I know we talk about our guy Jonathan Majors, but it's just so crazy how they're quick to derail your career when you look a certain way. Mia Goth, when I tell you they swept that under the rug, what she was doing, it was like an extra.
I think it was a PA or extra. I forgot what it was. Yeah.
But the way he described the scene that he was in is, you didn't see MAXXXINE. Never mind.
Nah, I didn't see it. No,
Never mind.
Okay, I gotta see.
I was gonna say who he might have been in MAXXXINE.
Oh, okay. Oh,
you didn't see it, and you got to look at the way he described the scene and what was happening to put two and two together.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it was an extra type situation.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
But it's like, she was abusive, and look, man, I just thought it was interesting because, like, I started seeing a lot of press material with her, and her little squeaky voice, and they just did not remind you that she had an allegation out there. It was just like, oh yeah, somebody said that, whatever. Right. And we work on sets, we know how real certain allegations could be. Some might sound crazy, some could be very valid, especially when it's like extras or stand-ins. For some reason, they get treated like shit on a set. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I guess she got the, as my brother Paul Mooney would say, she got the complexion for the protection. So Paul Mooney said it best. So legend. I mean, I guess that's what. So, but check it out.
I gotta check that out.
Did you see A Quiet Place day one?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
That was cool too. Yeah, that was cool too.
I was surprised that they took it where they took it. When you see Lupita Nyong'o in a film, she's gonna act. She's not a mail it in. Oh, I'm in an action film. I'm gonna mail it in. Except for that film, but it was early in her career. I actually went to go see it because of her in the trailer. The joint with Liam Neeson on the plane.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
She had the high top fade.
I remember that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot she was in that.
Yeah. Because this is when she first popped. So it was like probably like her first role right after 12 Years a Slave. I went to go see that because, I saw her and I saw the trailer was very intriguing. And I don't usually do Liam Neeson films because he's literally the I'm gonna get you guy in every film,
every movie.
And then he had that one when he's talking about he wanted to kill a black guy, which was very weird to just say in an interview. Okay,
but then rectify very funnily in the Atlanta. I don't know if you saw Atlanta.
Yes, yeah, whatever.
I'm like.
Again, complexion for the protection. Because damn well, if Jonathan Majors said, I really wanted to kill that white bitch in an interview, they would not, excuse me? And you going to make a reference to that again? No, it's not happening. Look, I could go on for days about that. But I thought it was interesting how they promoted it and what the film actually was. There was a lot of weight to the film, a lot of emotion. It was very good.
Yeah, Quiet Place?
Very good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, dealing with the cancer aspect of it.
When I saw the trailer, I saw how frail she was looking. I was like, is she losing weight? What's going on? Is she okay? And thank God they cleaned that up immediately because I thought immediately Chadwick Boseman. I was like, now when I see people get skinny out of nowhere, like I see Lil Rel looks super skinny.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw him in person a few months ago.
Oh, I could imagine how he looked in person.
Yo, I didn't even recognize him. I was like, yo,
I saw a picture. I thought it was Photoshop.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, he's small. I hope he's still funny because it's something about
when they lose the weight.
Chunky brothers and sisters when they bigger, the jokes be hitting when they bigger. When they lose it, it's like Eddie Murphy in Nutty Professor. You talking about big Luther, skinny Luther. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when they big, it just add a little bit more to something. And when they get skinny and they try to get sexy with it, it's like no. Look, Monique got somewhat skinny, and now all she do is talk shit about people on stage. She don't even tell jokes anymore. It's like, let me talk about what Oprah did. It's like, I didn't pay to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I could go on a blog and read that. But Yeah, I saw that and I was like, is she all right? And then, you know, they had the cancer backstory. I was like, and then the film was it was good.
It was good. Yeah, Alex Wolff being the nurse situation. Joseph Quinn is very interesting. They marketed is like Lupita and Joseph Quinn. He really doesn't show up until like almost halfway.
Yeah, almost halfway into the film.
Yeah. She was definitely the best part of it. I think the only part to me that I was like kind of cool on, I liked it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think all the Quiet Place movies, I realized I don't really like the endings of them a lot. Because all of them have a very like, oh, wait till you see the next one. Like, very cliffhanger.
And on the next episode. Right? Yes. Yeah, absolutely
like even all of the Quiet Place movies. So this one did give Lupita a resolution, and it kind of felt like for Joseph Quinn is like, wait till you see Quiet Place Part 3, where he links up with, you know, Emily Blunt and the family. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yes, you're right.
A little bit spoiler alert. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil the movie.
Hey, you know what I mean? Listen, movies turn around so quick, this shit might be streaming by the time. I'll be honest with you.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
They put If on Paramount Plus already. That one just came out top of summer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead. Straight up.
See what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's on Paramount Plus already?
Yeah.
All right, digital, okay, you buy it, rent it, cool. Paramount Plus, but you know, I heard they're not doing well neither.
Yeah, Paramount. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, they just got bought by Skydance or whatever.
Whatever.
So, yeah.
I still feel a way about that Melissa Barrera
firing from Scream.
I still feel a way about that. And the fact that they go, I mean, no shade to Kevin Williamson and Sidney Nev Campbell. I love them. But I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Sidney, girl. This thing is this. When are you gonna find resolve? When is you just gonna get away from this? As a character, I want them to give her a break. Like, just imagine living the last almost 30 years of your life fighting, running away from a slasher. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then killing everybody around you. And it's just like, and you're not crazy. Like, I don't know. I just want them to give Sydney a break.
Yeah.
I hope they don't kill her. But definitely want them to give her a break. And definitely Skydance, forget y'all, man. Y'all jumped the gun. Y'all corny. I'm looking at everybody crazy. I'm just looking at, and I'm sorry, we're going into politics right now. I don't give a damn. I'm looking at everybody crazy about that Israel-Palestine situation. I can't believe this is where we're at. Like, genocide is being committed every single day, it seems. And it's just like, whatever.
It's over. Yeah, I mean, look, and then unfortunately, America is just so America focused. So when Trump got assassinated, Biden dropping out, it's like literally ain't nobody talking about Israel no more.
Yeah, nobody cares about Israel, and the fact that nobody cares about it, and it's being people not caring about it is being used as a weapon of sorts. What was, because now Biden is gone, was being used as a weapon of sorts in the election. Because I really do feel like Donald Trump, which we know Republicans, they are all for whatever's going on, but they're not saying nothing. They were letting Biden hang himself.
Right on that Israel.
Showing, and losing the young people by the day, it seems, to the point where people don't even want to vote no more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And our sister Kamala, is it Kamala?
I don't know.
I want to be, because I don't want, they are mispronouncing your name on purpose.
Right.
Let me do my research and I'm gonna figure out which. I'm gonna say Kamala.
Yeah, I feel Alex right.
Yeah,
that's right. My
sister Kamala, she is gonna have to come out and say something about, just to let people know, hey, vote for me, because we're gonna go back and talk about our relationship with Israel. We're gonna reconfigure this relationship, because we can't be assisting a genocide.
Right. That's all she gotta do. She just got lip service.
That's it. That's all she gotta do. But unfortunately, she couldn't even give a straight answer about reparations. Right. Well, so you know, listen, I listen, sister, I support you.
Yeah.
But when you get in office, we're gonna have some conversations. You know? Yeah. So,
she definitely gonna need to speak up about that Sonia Massey situation with the quickness, especially since
that was so crazy. Yeah. That is so crazy, so crazy. I found out she's my age.
Really? That's crazy.
On some, not funny, but just because I'm good with dates. She was born February 12th, 1988. The release date of School Days and Action Jackson.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I saw the date and just thought that. That's just me. That's how I am with numbers, release dates, and my favorite films. That just
sticks with you.
She was born that day. She's my age. Like that was just an unfortunate situation. I'm a sicko, so I could watch snuff films and stuff like that and not really feel a way. But that one was very disheartening to see because it was just typical scary cops jumping to the gun. Right.
Just like over a boiling pot of water, like
I don't want her to mess with my face. Okay, fucking model. Okay, fucking GQ. She said sorry and got it.
Right. She had her hands up and it's like, come on.
This is crazy. And it feels like I feel like the closer we get to election, every election year, there's just something comes up and it's just I don't know. This is all we're in a weird state right now. America is in a weird place right now. We got a new presidential candidate with 3 months maybe left to the election. How is she going? This is crazy. She raised a lot of money. Shout out to her. She raised a lot of money. But how are we gonna do this? I don't know. I don't feel good about it.
Right. We're seeing history play out like in real time, like every single day at this point.
Every single day. I don't know how I feel about this, but I am glad that Biden sat his ass down because it was getting bad. If you look back at the VP debates from 2008 and 2012. It don't even look like the same guy.
Yeah. He was sharp back then. Like, he was really sharp. Yeah.
It's not the same guy.
No.
Not the same guy. Anyway. I was watching the comic shop the other day, and I saw a comic. I was like, what? Like, what are you saying, bro? What? Yeah, it was getting bad. All right, you're a patriot. Cool. Sit down, please. Thank you. And I want to see Kamala eat this son of a bitch up. She don't play. She don't play.
She don't get prosecutor mode on her.
Let's go. He's a felon too. Let's go. Let's get to it. He don't want that. He talking about it's easy. It's easy. She's the easier thing, but he was really going off of look at how old he is. Sleepy Joe. He was going off. He had his great insults lined up.
Yeah, when the insult for Kamala is just laughing Kamala, I'm like, okay, Trump was the legend when it comes to nicknames. Crazy Birdie, Sleepy Joe, Cricket Hillary, great all time nicknames. But laughing Kamala, gotta try a little harder.
It don't hit, bro. And then we know that black people showing any joy. Why does that bother people so much?
Right.
Like, laugh. Like, everybody's you hear her the way she laughs. Okay, she has a belly laugh. Like okay.
Right.
Which is another thing, I've been sprinkling my on-set experiences. That's another thing I experienced on set. It's just to my white viewers, I appreciate you.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. Shout out to y'all. But when you get in professional situations with them and there's too much of us, they are weird.
Really?
They get weird. And the microaggressions, all that stuff. I witnessed a situation where our number one and our director was having a good old time. Like their good old days. And they were just standing there like, and they would even get on one like, are they done talking yet?
What?
Yeah, we have to get this scene. Are they done?
Yo, it's like, what? Nah.
Enjoy. You're watching something beautiful without the cameras rolling.
With like legends.
Yeah, legend. You're watching legends in the game. You're getting.
Y'all should be photographing this.
Like when the earthquake happened in New York, we was on set for that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So that and when we took a pause from shooting and the conversations that was happening, and the number one on the film was talking. He's very religious. He was talking about.
You go to my church, by the way, West Angeles Church of God.
You do.
Christ.
Yeah, you did say that. It's very religious, and he was talking about that. That's not God. But he was talking about something. But it's like you listen to your old uncle. You know what I'm saying? I was enjoying it because it's like, oh, look at Unc. Yeah. They were just kind of like, okay. Can we hurry up and do this now?
Wild.
Yeah, it was just very odd. Like they're just very odd people when they feel uncomfortable. And then there was moments it was just real passive aggressive racism, like straight up. Like somebody told the key PA brought his mother to set, and somebody, I ain't gonna say who they were or what they were, but they walked up to him and they was like, "Oh, this is my mom." He's like, "Oh, it's good to see you. He has a mother."
What?
Yeah, I was like,
yo,
huh?
Nah.
Same person. One of my PAs, paperwork PA, was on set with her hair out. She had braids, but this time she had the afro out. He walks up to her and goes, "Power to the people."
Yo, what? Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. And then me, I was a walkie PA on this one, which I am never doing again. If I got to, cool. I ain't doing that shit again because people are disrespectful. That's another thing. A lot of these union cats, these OGs, they were very disrespectful to the PAs. Very disrespectful. We shooting a scene and you got a fucking keys on your side. You got like the key of life. You got all sorts of keys in there. And we're shooting, rolling. Stop what you're doing.
Right.
Walking around. So one of the PAs, an additional shout out to Nomi. I didn't get to see you, girl, before I left, but you the homie. She's like, "Yo, can you just keep it down?" Talking to me? It's a fucking additional PA. What you here working for 1-2 days? You fucking talking to me?
Yo.
Fuck out of here. He did that shit for like 3 minutes straight.
Yo, nah. And they were just cool with that? They just let that?
She just was just like, but then of course on the walkie, "Hey, what's that noise? What's that noise? Quiet it down over there." That's, the AD was going off.
Right.
Because you hearing all of this shit.
Right.
We in a closed thing. I mean, granted, we was a little bit away from the scene that was being shot, but you could still hear it.
Right.
And it was a lot of that going on. Somebody was trying, one of my other PAs, Amy, shout out to you, Amy, Puerto Rican princess. You look like a white woman, but you Puerto Rican. That was the running joke. She's collecting walkies for something, dude. Threw a walkie in a bag. Like she had threw the walkie. He was like, "Oh, what you need this?" I was like, "Yo, like what is going on?" Like it was a lot of that going on. Like
wild. Very
very disrespectful old heads. Some of them, one of the prop guys was complaining all shoot, "I don't get fucking paid enough for this shit. I don't get fucking paid enough." And then when we was in the Bronx around a lot of Puerto Ricans, I heard him when he was moving chairs. He's like, "Oh, these fucking ghetto rats."
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
It was a lot of that going on, man. Wild. Very wild. And then, we was there. A lot of black folks was there, and yeah, you was seeing it in real time. They were just kind of like, or they don't even know how to talk to us. Like, don't know how to talk. Like, they can't look you in the eye. They can't have normal conversation with you. It's crazy.
Can't look you in the eye. Yeah.
It was a great job, but it was just like noticing that. It was like, ooh, like, okay, this is different. And, I remember when we worked on the comic shop, one of the things we talked about was it being a bunch of black and brown people on the set, and the vibes are so good. Granted, it was a short, it was a pilot.
2-day shoot.
Yeah, it was a short 2-day shoot pilot, something light. It wasn't intense.
Right.
But there's a respect for colleagues there. You know what I'm saying? It was not like, granted, you got me in as the AD, and I'm not, no seasoned, at the time, especially, I was kind of just like, oh, I'm learning. And, I'm not talking to people crazy, like, hey, do this, do that. And it was just a lot of that on this one. It was just unnecessary. Like, why are you, what's with this energy? Like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Or just things that we could not control. We were shooting in the Bronx. The Bronx loved us the first few days. It was like, oh, shoot, so-and-so is out here, Towards the end, it was like, all right, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
They was just like standing outside the set.
Yeah. Threw a dildo out the window.
Yo, nah.
Drug dealers. We was trying to park the DIT van. Drug dealers was like moving the cones like, nah, you can't park here. Yo. Keep it moving.
The drug dealers.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And then what do you tell the drug dealers in that case? Like,
yo, you got it. Oh, but nah. All right. or you do this. Locations go to 2. Yeah, these guys ain't moving. They told me to get the fuck off the block. Blah, blah, blah. They got it. You got it. You got it. To the point where the you can't even get the boys to do nothing. The boys, it's like they know. It's like, oh, they drug dealers. Just let them rock. There was a scene that we were shooting. where it was like a big stunt scene. You know, again, you locking up blocks where people live, and you doing it in times where kids is coming home from school and stuff like that. And we had the bus redirected to go somewhere else, and it would drop off people somewhere else, and they would have to walk up. Mind you, it's starting to get hot.
Right.
Man, this old lady with her grandkids, man, she cursed me out. I said, Miss, can you just, I told her, literally, I was like, yo, they're going to come down. It's going to be this big scene with some cars. It's literally like 30 seconds. Just wait right here. Because, it's dangerous. She called me like 10 types of motherfuckers. Like, and told me that she live up there and I can't. Yo, she really like laid into me. Like, I got cursed out a lot in the Bronx. Like, this one dude was recording it and I told him stop recording. And he was just like, kind of gave me we was going back and forth. And I'm just like, yo, but just the lady said, who told you? Oh, why I got to tell you? I was like, all right, cool. Like, I said, you know what? Let me go talk to security, let them know I tried. Once I turned around, and this is when I realized he wasn't just recording, he was live on Instagram.
Yo.
Oh, you see this dude there? He gonna try to tell me I can't do this. Suck my dick. Whoop! I did a U-turn. And we went at it at that corner.
Yeah.
To the point where security had to step in, and even security was like, he was turning red. Hispanic dude, he was like, I want to knock him out. I was like, yo, because he was talking crazy, and then afterwards he apologized to me, and I'm just like, the same with paparazzi. There's a again, if y'all been paying attention
on TikTok,
if you've been paying attention, I'm on TikTok where they were shooting the scene. Okay, paparazzi is there now. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you see it on TikTok, I'm like moving side to side in that scene because it is cold. We're like in Brooklyn. We're over by the Brooklyn Bridge. It is brick. Early in the morning, mad water around. It's brick. So I'm kind of moving around to, warm up and have on my fleece. And I guess the paparazzi that was in front of me, because they told me to keep him out of the eye line of the number one. And I stood over there, and I guess he was trying to get a shot. And he couldn't because I didn't notice I was getting in his way. Right. He starts telling me off. Yo, bro, move the fuck out the way. I said, what? I said, yo. No, I think he tried to step up. I said, yo, you gotta step back. No, I could be here. I'm like, you gotta step back. I'm trying to tell him you're in the eye line. I'm not saying you gotta stop. Just like, just step back. Do what you do. Step back. But then he brought up, you keep getting in my way. You're trying to get my shot. I said, I'm trying to get your shot. I said, dog, you in the. I said, you know what? All right, son. All right, you do it. So I'm going back. But at this point, I'm like, yo, I'm getting hot. I'm like, yo, and then I'm a work in progress, y'all. I gotta realize I can't argue with everybody. As a PA, you just gotta let some things rock. Handle what you can handle, but let some things rock. And I'm arguing with him, and I started to get hot. So I was like, let me step back. And one of the other PAs was like, yo, this is so and so. He's a regular. Just let him do what he do. I'm like, I know, but he's talking. But I gave him so much pushback. He also came back and apologized. I was like, yo, like. The thing is, some people, they get rough with you because they think you a bitch. You don't think you a bitch. I'm going to tell them what I want to tell them. Right. No, I push back. I'm sorry. Like, that's just me. But interestingly enough, and I don't know if this has to do with algorithm and Big Brother watching and these phones recording everything. I was on Instagram Reels and I found a reel of him threatening a woman on the set of the Joker sequel.
Yo, the paparazzi guy.
Yes, and he was edged because she recorded him. He was like threatening to kill her and everything. Yeah, these paparazzi people are very aggressive, especially when they trying to get. If this is going to pay their bills, they got a big shot. Yeah, they're very aggressive. So it was an interesting. We shot from March to June 1st, pretty much. Oh shit! It was interesting, man. It was a dope experience, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Dang, I haven't been on a big narrative film PA like that. I've done a lot of PA work for like TV shows, reality shows, but not for a big narrative film like that. Yeah, but, that's exciting though.
Oh yeah. It was exciting. It was a lot of long hours. When we had the night shoot, call time 3 p.m. Rapping. 4 or 5 in the morning. You in the Bronx with the big ass rats, not the ghetto rats, but the big rats, like the big Master Splinter. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they got turtles down in the sewer that they taking care of every night. Them joints was big, like the size of my feet, big. It was that, you know, it was cold some nights, but it was a mess some nights because we had a lot of first time PAs. So a lot of them was learning as they go. And, you know, when it comes down to lockups, busy areas, even busy at night, believe it or not, it was hard. It was hard for them. And then, you know, you got people in the hood that don't want to listen.
Right.
I'm gonna walk down this block. I don't care if I'm in the shot. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of that happening. But it was fun. It was fun. It was very bittersweet when it ended. Shout out to the NAACP. That's the name of the group chat of black PAs. Alexis, Leon, Ace, Jordan, Queenie, Christiana. Love y'all to death. Like we really created a bond. Like our first day, we seen these white folks panicking. And we was catching a lot of heat from them. They were panicky and doing that. We was like, oh no, we gotta talk shit somewhere. And we created a group chat and we do that. And Taylor, I forgot my son Taylor. That's another one of the PAs that was on it. Alanis, Akila, Will. This is a bunch of y'all. It's a bunch of additionals I want to shout out. Kyla, Nomi, I shouted you out earlier. Shout out to all y'all, man. I made some lifelong friends on this shoot, and it was dope.
That's fire.
And I said next year we could talk about it.
Hey, next year look, I'm hyped to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm hyped for Comic-Con this week. I'm hyped for, you know, everything happening. Yeah. Even for the rest of the year, there's mad movies coming out this year.
Yeah, you know, brothers, hey, if you listen and you know, brothers want to give brothers a job, you know what I'm saying? We could work on something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm hyped for a lot too, especially tomorrow. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
so.
Deadpool and Wolverine is gonna be crazy. Disney, you know, they already had the biggest hit of the year with Inside Out 2, which I still
have to see Inside Out 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, they're both great.
I heard. Listen, brothers told me they cried during one of those Inside Out films. So I was like, oh, it might be real. Yeah, the first one definitely touched me. The second one, more of a generic sequel kind of thing, but it's still really good. Saw that in the theater. The kid behind me. There's one part like towards the end of Inside Out 2, kid behind me was just bawling his eyes out. And you know, there's difference when kids are like bawling like he's a kid, or
because you know there's kids would like be crying for crying, but he was like sad crying. Like
that's
he
like
was
my daughter's like that.
Yeah.
Daughter's like that.
And then he had I guess it was like the kid, his mom, and then like another like their brother or whatever. And then the brother, I guess, was like a little older, and he's like, "Oh, look, Joshua's crying. Joshua's a crybaby." And then he just hears like,
"Yo, kids ain't shit, man."
Yeah, he just hears this other kid like, I'm like, dang, why didn't like the mom like try to calm him down?
Yo.
Why did she try to making fun of him?
Yo, he's a crybaby. You know, he got his ass handed to him when he got home. When they got to bed, probably didn't let him go to sleep without mentioning that. You know, kids ain't shit, man. No, our brothers told me they cried. I know my daughter's a crier. She's a big crier. We went to go see E.T.
Oh, really?
When it came back out, and and I ain't going front. E.T. kind of got to me too. I was like, oh shoot. I was like, I forget how sad this is. She was bawling like,
yeah.
I was like, whoa. Really? She's very. My daughter's very emotional. Shout out to Mila, very emotional. She wants to listen to the pod all the time.
Just like, not yet.
Some of the things we said, no, like, you know, but she's very interested in stuff like this. You know, she's into film and stuff. She said she wants to act.
Oh, that's what's up. Hey.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get her into that. You know what I'm saying? But episode 21, man. Sorry for the wait. That's a good name of that. Sorry for the wait.
Sorry for the wait.
Is that some who had a title like that for an album?
I don't know.
Somebody did. I don't know.
Right.
Sorry seriously. I am sorry. Things got real. Work got real. Brother was tired, and I feel like I didn't give my all in the last episode. I watched half of it. And I said, I can't do this. This is not. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm very intense, man. I'm like that athlete that gotta watch the game tape. Like, you know, I gotta come harder next time. So I apologize if you listened to that episode and I didn't give it. I apologize. But we back, man. We back, and RB, is good to see you again, my brother.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. You know what I mean?
It's been far too long.
Too long. I didn't even scratch the surface. We talk mostly movies. I didn't even scratch the surface on the shows I watched like during this time. Yeah, because I've been binging. I saw, you know, just real quick, I'm gonna just list off a couple. Miss Pat show, surprisingly. Some reason, I don't know why I got on BT Plus.
Yeah, you've been tweeting out Miss Pat.
Yeah. Well, so there's two Miss Pat things. There's a Miss Pat court show. Like she has a court show where she's doing a judge thing. Very silly, very silly. You know what I mean? And I get discretion shit. I'll be honest. I get paid to tweet about those ones. You know what I mean? I get it. Yeah. So those ones, you know what I mean? I'm cool. Now there's an actual Miss Pat show that's like an actual.
It's like a family sitcom, but it's like R-rated.
Very R-rated. Very like. At least 20, 30 F-bombs like in one episode.
I seen a clip one for I think season 1 where she called her daughter a bull dyke. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Very over the top, very R-rated and raunchy, but honestly hilarious and then really good drama too. Like surprisingly good storylines and stuff.
Yeah, but that cursing, man. I know Bill Cosby is spitting out his Jello pudding.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you cannot watch that with your daughter. Like for sure not. Like, but dope show. Also another one, BET Plus. Shout out, Dorian. I know these are your peoples. Daria from Detroit. That was another one.
I heard about that one.
Yeah. That was really good too.
Okay.
Morris Chestnut plays in it, and Felicia Rashad, and that's actually they were talking about trying to get that into the Emmy conversation this year actually too, but I guess they didn't. They just came out the Emmy nominations and get none. That's a dope show too, and a bunch of other shows. But I just want to shout out BET Plus. Like, whoa, they got like 2 shows that I watched, and I would have never watched them on BET like last year, but like they got 2 ones that are like actually amazing.
Yeah, so. BET Plus. I think we talked about it one of the last episodes. That shit is like Medea Plus, man.
Yeah.
When I had it, I was just like, what the hell is this? Like they had nothing on there but Tyler Perry and Martin. That was at the time that was the only place you could watch Martin.
Yeah.
And it was an edited episode. So it was just I canceled that so quick. I was like, let me get out of here. But it seems like they getting their content up.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit. So let's see it. Hopefully, we get a black owned BET because that wasn't part of that Skydance deal when they sold Paramount.
Oh, they got rid of the Negroes.
It was. It's just still up in the air, like who owns BET or whatever. So,
black people need to come on. Black folks with money, buy it.
Right. And they ain't gotta be Tyler Perry and Diddy this time.
Yeah,
be another coalition.
Yeah, don't
please.
need to be Diddy. Yeah. Speaking of Tyler Perry, did you watch Divorce in Black? In the Black?
Thank God I did not. Okay. My mom saw it,
I knew your mother would see it. That's the target audience. Black, older black women, Gen X black women. Or older, you know what I'm saying? 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I have no
Not surprised. Oh, I am so surprised.
I saw a tweet that was just like, Jonathan Majors was seething like during the screening, like his blood was boiling. Like didn't his brother go to Harvard or Yale or something? Like he was not.
Real quick, did you see Beverly Hills Cop Axel?
Oh yes. That was great too. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was cool.
More of the same.
But it was definitely better than Beverly Hills Cop 3 in my opinion.
100%. I did not like that film. I know a lot of people that love Beverly Hills Cop 3. I am not one of them. I talked about this earlier this morning in the conversation. Eddie just looked disinterested in Beverly Hills Cop 3. And in the 90s, there was a point in the 90s that Eddie just wasn't Eddie anymore. Like his energy was off. Even his interviews are very like, yeah, I'm naturally funny, but I'm not trying to be funny right now. And I feel like, John Landis came out recently and said that Eddie specifically toned down the humor in Beverly Hills Cop 3 because he felt like Axel Foley is older. He shouldn't be doing all the wild stuff he was doing before. And it hurt the film. It hurt the overall mood of the film. And the new one was more of the same, but felt good to see Eddie back in action. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Also,
Taylor Page.
Taylor Page, yeah. Who?
Affion Crockett. There's a funny scene between Eddie and Affion Crockett that's very reminiscent of the Chris Rock, the Damon Wayans and Eddie scene from the first one, the Chris Rock and Eddie scene from the second. I don't know if they had one similar in the third. I can't remember, but this is definitely similar to those scenes. A quick comedian cameo. Even though Affion Crockett is bigger in stature than Damon and Chris was at the time, it still feel like it was like a passing of the baton or like a, hey, look at this comedian. Let me put y'all on real quick, which Eddie does in a lot of his films.
Yeah, no, that was funny, man. I loved that scene. I loved, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in that supporting role, and even the old guys who came back.
Taggart and what's his name that came back? Oh, frick, I forget their names. But yeah, Judge Reinhold was one of them.
It was cool. I was like, man, his eyes a little slumped. Like, I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
But like, otherwise, it was good though.
Yeah, it was good. It was, I didn't like. this is nitpicky, but it was like a lot of zoom in scenes.
Oh yeah,
a lot of dialogue when they're
that.
talking, it's just zoom. Like why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, they're trying to like stylize.
As a filmmaker, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just feel like that's just like, hey, let's add a little energy to the scene. Like, let's,
but that's
like,
not. It's not no energy. It's just I'm talking and you just zooming in as I'm talking. It's like just keep it still.
Well, it's also very interesting. The guy who directed this is a first time director.
Yes, first time filmmaker,
and he mostly did Apple commercials before. This movie, so it's like
crazy,
very interesting. I wonder, like, how'd they land this? What was the process?
Well,
like,
I mean, remember Brett Ratner was supposed to do it.
Oh, really? Brett
Ratner, he fell off because of course, he was wilding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But was it like the same script and everything?
That I don't know. But Eddie was ready to go forward with Brett Ratner. So
wild.
Yeah,
nah, man. But yeah, it's good, man. That might be the only good Netflix movie I watched this year. I know they had a bunch of Jennifer Lopez movies.
Oh God, no, I do not like watching J-Lo films. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if it ain't, she's always playing you could tell she took a role from a white woman. It's like, yo, there's supposed to be a white girl in this role, but we'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? It's that, that
might be the first reverse racism.
Yeah, it's that, or it's always she's paired with white men.
Yeah,
always. It's like
Made in Manhattan. Yeah, Geely. You know, what I mean?
Even Boy Next Door.
That's right. Yeah, wasn't that the dude with from 50 Shades of Grey or something?
I think so.
Yeah,
they was trying to make a 50 Shades of Grey sexy type film at that time. And then when she is paired with a brother, it's like Money Train. Right. El Cantante with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony, but that was like a very toxic situation on film. Yeah, I just feel like J-Lo, it's okay to have a black husband in a film. Come on now. Or Hispanic. Come on. You Jenny from the block, as you say you are. Right. You got a brother or a Hispanic dude in your roster. Stop. The white men every time? Like, come on now. But I feel you. I don't do J-Lo films personally.
Nah, thankfully not. Yeah, but yeah, Netflix, I do wish they would have put Beverly Hills Cop 4 in theaters. That would have been nice.
Yes. The Egyptian was screening it.
And the
Paris Theater, that's another theater I had went to in New York. The Paris Theater, which is now owned by Netflix. They were about to close down. It's a historic one-screen theater that usually showed like foreign films and stuff like that. They were about to close down, and then Netflix stepped in. And boy, I saw What's Love Got to Do with It there.
Oh, nice. That's dope. Hey.
And they have a great program going on right now, showcasing the films from 94, since everything is 30 years old. They're going to be showing Natural Born Killers in 35 millimeter. They're going to be showing Crooklyn. They're going to be showing Pulp Fiction. Movies that you might need to see on the screen. So if you're in New York, shout out to our New York listeners, because somebody definitely approached me when I was out in the street.
Hey.
And it was just like, yo, y'all are great. When is the next episode? This is for you, sir.
Hey, we here.
So that's episode 21. RB, talk to the people. Anything you want to let them know?
Just follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3, and follow Geeks of Color this weekend. We're gonna be having a lot of cool. I don't know when this podcast. It might be up after Comic-Con. I don't know. Right. I'm gonna try to put the pod up hopefully tomorrow.
Let us know how Fantastic Four goes.
Yeah. I'm very curious of what they announce. Yeah. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, Mahershala comes out and reconfirms Blade one more time.
Jeez, that is a doomed production. I hate what's happening to Blade right now. Oh my god.
Or look, man, I'm in Comic-Con, Mahershala, hit me up. We can have a meeting real quick. Like, jeez, I could do some storyboards overnight for some Blade. You know what I mean? Like, I need a director.
Pray for Blade, please. I need that to come out. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? First Cut,
First Cut.
Check us out, First Cut channel, check out all that. You know me, Mr. Marin Knows, MrMarin Knows, KNOWS. That's my name on Twitter. That's my name on Instagram. And then you follow Real Talk Film Society on Instagram. We did a little thing for June. We had the Black Soundtracks thing, I just hated the fact that, I could not record. So I could really go in on that, but we're gonna have opportunities to do that another time. Episode 21. Thanks for listening. We'll be back soon. Peace.
Coming soon to a theater near you.